Habemus Papam. Sancte Romane Ecclesiae Cardinalem Ratzinger.
It was an outcome that many had predicted. The German Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger elected in just 2 days to become the 265th Pope. Pope Benedict XVI described himself as a simple worker in the vineyard of the Lord. Joseph Aloysius Ratzinger was born in 1927 in a picturesque village in southern Germany. But his rural, profoundly Catholic upbringing would be dominated by wider political events. Just 6 when the National Socialists swept to power, Ratzinger was forced to join the Hitler Youth. He spent some of World War II in an anti-aircraft unit before deserting as Germany collapsed. After the war, the bookish Ratzinger committed his life to the church, studying philosophy and theology in Munich. Ratzinger's reputation as a theologian was cemented in the 1960s by his participation in the Second Vatican Council, where he championed church modernization and reform. But the violent protests which swept Europe in 1968 appalled Ratzinger, causing him to reject theological liberalism. And it was as a conservative who embraced Catholic orthodoxy that Joseph Ratzinger was appointed Archbishop of Munich and then Cardinal. In 1981, the conservative Pope John Paul II appointed Cardinal Ratzinger as prefect of the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith. It was a key position, giving him huge influence over church doctrine. He took to the task with characteristic bluntness.
One can see, so the argument goes, that the Bible does not really possess a moral wisdom, but that from time to time it adopted as its own the moral insights of the world around it. It is just the opposite which is correct.
Cardinal Ratzinger was increasingly seen as the Pope's enforcer, speaking out against abortion, contraception, homosexuality, feminism, even rock music and the Harry Potter books. He saw the Roman Catholic Church as the one true denomination. He said all others were deficient. When John Paul died in April 2005, it was Joseph Ratzinger, as senior cardinal, who presided over the funeral. His homily, based on Jesus' instruction, "Follow me," proved appropriate. After just 4 ballots, white smoke from the Sistine Chapel announced Cardinal Ratzinger's election as Pope. At 78, and with a history of ill health, he was the oldest man for 275 years to lead the world's 1.1 billion Catholics. Diffident, almost shy, the new Pope lacked John Paul's vast charm and charisma. But the two men shared a conviction that the Church must resist the dangers of rampant individualism and consumerism. Pope Benedict XVI was a transitional pope, but he maintained traditional Roman Catholic teaching on sexuality, priestly celibacy and the ordination of women in the face of pressure for reform in secular societies. He believed that to be of lasting use to society, the Catholic faith must be preserved as it was, even if it meant this huge church might eventually become far smaller.